Okay, so I might as well take a look at number 8 here. So let's see. Looks like you may have done the graph correctly. Let's just verify here. Okay. So you decide to use 0, 1, and 2. Now the reason why that's a good idea is obviously those are good choices, right? Um, so if I plug in 0, I do get 2 to the negative 2, which is 1/4 plus 3, which is 3.25. So you did a good job there. If I plug in 1 in here, I get 2 to the negative 1 plus 3. That's 1/2 plus 3, which is 3.5. Good. And when you plugged in 2, I get 2 to the 0 plus 3. And anything to the 0 is 1, so 1 plus 3. Oh, I think you got lucky on this one, right? Because with the 2, you should have gotten 2 to the 0. 1 plus 3 is 4. So you did get a little lucky with this one. Now, are you stuck with only 3 points? Let's just do one more. If I plug in 3, I do get 2 to the 1 plus 3, which is the 5. So Mr. Cow did not catch you with that little mistake there, but the one thing I would hope he would allow you to do is at least do more than just 3 points. But notice that if I plot 0, 3.25, you got that correct. 1, 3.5, you did a good job there. 2 should have been at 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3 should have been at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And there is no vertical asymptote there. You actually have a horizontal asymptote at 3. Okay? So that's the thing I want to make sure you understand. In other words, the more negative I go here, the closer and closer it's going to get to 3. See, that plus 3 means that's going to be the horizontal asymptote. So you should have had a horizontal asymptote at y equals 3. And then this, of course, like you had, would actually go on forever like this. Okay? So that actually should have been your graph. Now, so again, no vertical asymptote, should have been a horizontal asymptote at 3. Now, what is the domain? Well, I can plug in any value x as far as I want to the left and as far as I want to the right. This thing is just going to keep shooting up to positive infinity. So your domain should have been negative infinity to positive infinity. Remember, domain is what you can plug in for x. Now the range, because I have this horizontal asymptote at 3, okay, the range is going to be from 3 to positive infinity. Now, as far as end behavior, well, as I make x go bigger and bigger positive, the function is just going to go to infinity. And as I pick values negative, 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 it's just going to keep approaching 3. So you should have said 3 here. Is there a y-intercept? Yeah. The y-intercept, well, wait a minute. Let's just be careful. The y-intercept is where we would plug in x for 0. And your y-intercept would be this right here. When we plugged in 0, so in other words, where did it cross the y-axis? That's the y-intercept. So we should have said 0, comma 3.25 to be precise as a point. The y-intercept is a point, right? So x0, y would be 3.25, just like you got in the table. Now, what about the asymptote? Your asymptote should have been, again, y equals 3. This would have been a horizontal asymptote. Horizontal asymptote. So there you have the graph and the key characteristics for number 8.